Oh, now you're reconnecting. Disconnect, reconnect. Let's see what this going on. What's going on? Yeah. What you doing? Okay. Okay, now we're good. Oh, just every stream, every single one, there's something going on. Okay. Well, if you're listening or watching in the past podcast, hello and welcome to the LootCave. I am going to try a little something. Let's see what we can do here. I'm gonna turn this on. I'm gonna start a stage and I'm gonna see if I can get something here, because I want to show it. I think I fixed it. Okay. Okay. Let's go. Okay. So, I don't know if anybody is even going to come in here, but let's go to this section right here. And let's do Discord. Oh yeah. Well, I'm registering in Discord, so that's nice. I'm talking. Let's see if anybody's brave enough to come in here, because I think I got it fixed to where everybody can come in, because the last time I couldn't figure out how to get it to go. So the idea would be is you can either just listen in here on YouTube, or go into my description, like I'm repeating myself like a broken record. Go into my description and you can get into my Discord. And then when you get into the Discord, or whenever I do the shows, I like to go ahead and start a stage, and a lot of people can come in that way too. And I'm hoping, if everything goes well, this is how I would do my call-ins. But that's only a special perk if we get there. I got 6 months. So that's this. And I'm just going to leave this up. And I think I want to do a little bit of adjustments on my on the view here. See, with the whole Discord view, I'm thinking about just turning it back forward, blowing it up, and you can literally read everything that's going on in my Discord. Still have it kind of transparent, then you can still see the background. I might work on that either tonight or during the week, while before my next stream, which will be on Friday. So let's see here. And I can kind of swap back and forth between the chat. If, let's say, you want to listen in, but you're not really looking to be part of the calls. I think I really want to funnel more people to be part of the calls. They'll be in the Discord. If you have no interest of doing that, just want to listen, I would do it, probably just stay on YouTube. And you can chat, you know, type in chat and all that good stuff. So that's that. See if I can go right back. Yeah. Go right back to it. So, got all this going. All right. Let's see. I think I couldn't really come up with a topic for the night. I'm gonna be honest with you. I really couldn't come up with a topic because there's not really anything hot and spicy to talk about besides the whole trials. And we're not really going to get to see an actual update on what Bungie's final determination is going to be until probably Thursday during that TWAB. So see. And I think I'm gonna do this. Let's go to this, copy the link. Ah, no. Thank you. I hope I copied the link. Did I copy the link? Okay, I got everything toned down. Okay. Move. Okay. Alright, copied the link. I really need to... I think I need to add something in the Discord. For like... if people want to, like... I guess a reminder notice. I mean, I just don't want to overdo it, you know? I don't know what... like, I don't want to just plaster it all over the place and you're getting notified, like, from 5 or 6 different sections. Really just, you know, if you come to the channel, you like it and you subscribe, and if you want to be notified, turn on the bell. Bada bing, bada boom, you got it. So, I just don't want to overdo it, I guess. You know, where I hit it on here. You know, you get it from YouTube, and then you get it from the Discord. Whatever. We'll just do it this way. This is better. Oh. I guess my main topic I would want to really go over, that I really wanted to it would have to really be the whole the criticizing from certain individuals. And I appreciate the passion, and I just think that there are those who kind of go a little bit over the top, and I think they kind of go about it the wrong way. You know, I mean, what else in life do you criticize something so much that you care to, or you claim that you enjoy and love to do, you know? And I want to give you an idea of what kind of criticisms I would give to Bungie, instead of, you know, sitting here sitting on my pedestal thinking that I know better than, you know, or I know what's best. How about this? You know, maybe give a suggestion. Like say, hey Bungie, here's an idea that I've noticed, experienced through a lot of the people, like let's say in my clan, people I come across, and A lot of people are coming back, for one. So, and it's getting harder and harder for them to try to buy in to the game, which I can see how, okay, we have new light. You can download Destiny for free. And you get to do some of the basic stuff. And I guess you can say it's more like, okay, well, New Light really is more like the demo for Destiny. Which is fine. But at what point do you decide that to make it easier on those who come in later that want to invest into the game, to make it easier for them? How can we make it that way? Let's say, for example, Forsaken and Shadowkeep should probably, you know, if not free, you know, add it to the light because it's old content. It's like 2 years old for Forsaken, I believe. And I really think that there needs to be something. Kind of like whenever I first came into Destiny. I bought Destiny when you could get it in the PlayStation Store for $30, and you got the base game, and you got Curse of Osiris and Warmind all together in one bundle. So with that being said, maybe we should find some kind of way that would be on a normal trajectory with, you know, as we go down, when we approach both Lightfall and Final Shape, you know, those expansions, what do we do with the past expansions? Because I think it would make it a lot easier for newcomers to come in and not have to drop like $150 or whatever in order just so they can, you know, experience all of the content. I'm sure someone else can come up with better figures than I do, because I mean, I'm just kind of going off a limb here, so. But yeah, I think that would help out a lot. But that's kind of how I picture when it comes to like criticisms. Not to sit here and think that I know exactly how a game is supposed to be developed and I know what's best. It's like, bro, half of this stuff that comes out your fucking mouth is mainly just trying to farm for an emotional response. That's basically all it is. It's not really like a criticism. It seems like you're just farming so that you can have content. So, but what do you think? What's your opinions? If you're watching this past, or if you're currently in the show right now, go ahead and tell me in the comments. What's your opinion on the criticisms towards Bungie, and do you agree with them? Is there something that people are missing? Do you have an idea? You know, I want to welcome all different type of opinions. They don't have to match mine. And I'm not going to kick you because you have a different opinion. Now, unless like it's something stupid. I mean, come on. And you're just trying to troll or piss somebody off. I mean, it is what it is. Ugh. I need to get like anti-fog glasses. That would be freaking nice. Ooh. All right, let me check one thing. Go here. You know what? I think I need to check my settings. Because it kind of bounces around a lot. I could tell. Like it gets all fuzzy and blurry, weird looking. So okay. Alright, I'm gonna go. While that is up, I'll just leave that up. Put this here. And I'm gonna hide my face for a second. Mm-hmm. Oh. I'm a freaking madman. 10:21 at night. I'm drinking fucking coffee. God, it's the grind, man. It's the grind. You know, you work all day, and then you gotta come home and you gotta get your ass in the seat, the hot seat. Woo. Okay, I need to take that off for a second. Oh. Okay. Looking pretty. All right. I'm gonna go ahead. I think I'm just gonna leave the headphones off for now. Why not? Might as well, right? I don't need to hear myself. And at the same time, it's ain't nobody coming in the Discord just yet. Let me check over. Oh shit. That's my boy, Sir Biggs. Actually, that's my brother. Oh shit. Hang on, let me see if I can get this boy up in here. Let's see. Can let's see. No? Hey bro, if you can hear me, won't you raise your hand? If not, you could just chat in the pod chat. Ooh. Yeah, I really need to. I think I got too much going on for the stream. That is not bad. I mean, it kind of goes in and out. It'd be alright. Be alright. So, I'm really enjoying the whole crossplay. Shit's pretty dope. I actually get to, like for example, get to play with my brother here. He's an Xbox geek, you know. There was just no saving him. I tried to get him over to PlayStation. It just didn't work. I'm sure he gives me shit for it all the time. But I guess back to what I was kind of discussing with the whole, you know, I guess that maybe I just put in too much thought. Because I understand where a lot of people will try to sit here and criticize a game that they think that they know better. And it's like, you know, I'm almost at the point of being like, yo, if you think you know so much better than what Bungie's doing, why don't you show us how it's done and build your own fucking game? I mean, why not? You've come this far, built a whole fucking career off it. I mean, there's nothing wrong with a little bit of criticisms and, you know, getting people to put in their 2 cents. But, you know, there's a fine line between constructive criticism and you're just an asshole, to be honest. But, you know, being an asshole is what gets clicks, right? I think you build up all these fucking echo chambers and all that bullshit. Then you got everybody that's wanting to talk the same, say the same shit. Well, yeah, I was trying to add you. If not, you could just sit around and listen. Maybe you can come in and give your 2 cents. All you gotta do is raise your hand. There in the LootCave podcast where you're in now in the audience, there should be an icon where it shows raise your hand. There you go. Yeah. All right. Hello? Okay, it showed that the invitation was sent. Oh, there he is. Uh-oh. Now I can't hear you. Okay. As he was trying to talk, but I can't hear him. What is going on? Okay. Might be a thing with my settings. Don't mind me. Let's cancel out of that. Let's see here. Voice and video. I think that's it. Yes. I mean, hello? Huh. Okay. I don't know. I can't hear him. I should be able to though. I mean, everything looks good on my end. I still can't hear you. Hang on. You can hear me, but I can't hear you. Ah. Okay. Let's see. Re-invite you. Okay. Invite to speak. Hello? Nope. I still can't hear you. Oh my god. I had this all worked out too. Damn it. Here. Yeah, I know. I know it shows that it's picking up your voice. but I can't hear you on my end. It's weird. So technical difficulties. Being a bitch. Hang on. Try to say something? Nope. I even try to crank it up to 200. I don't know. Let's see. All right, I'm gonna try something else. Let's click out of this and see what we can come up with. Hang on. All right, hang on. I use my cellular device. Okay, I'm gonna. Hello? Okay. Hello? Huh. Interesting. Okay. I'm gonna exit out. I'm gonna put that back. Yeah, I don't know. Let's try something else. I got an idea. Okay, I'm gonna just end this all together and then start that and invite you that way. Let's see how that rolls. If this doesn't work, I don't know what will. Let's see. Hang on. I wonder if I edit this. If I go to, let's try a new light. View channel, manage permissions, create invites, connect. See, I just don't understand. This is fucking weird. Yeah, this ain't working. It's being a bitch. Okay, I got it to where you can see it and you can come in, but I can't hear you. Oh, that's so frustrating. Okay, I'm just gonna take this and that. Let's try this again one more time. And put that, start the stage. If you're listening in the stream, you can come on in. Let's see. All right, let's see what are you trying to do? I'm trying to hear you. This is so uncomfortable. Just so you know. Jeez. Okay. Speakers. What if I just put that on default? Input microphone. See if maybe that helped. It should now. Okay. Technical difficulties. Yeah. We love it. I'm eventually going to get this motherfucker to work. I swear to God. Alright. Alright. Hello. There he is. I knew it. What's up, boy?
What's up?
Alright, hang on. Let me make sure. Okay, say something.
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna turn, just in case, I'm gonna turn you down just a little bit. Okay.
Alright.
Yeah, I figured it out. Yeah, go me. Let's fucking go. So what's up, man? How you doing?
Pretty good. A lot better now that all the crap is over with.
Oh yeah? You feeling a lot better now?
Yeah, still can't breathe at my full capacity, but other than that, we're doing pretty good.
Well, I knew you'd pull through eventually.
Or I didn't.
Oh, fuck.
The way shit was going, man.
Woo. Yeah, I bet it was fucking ridiculous, dude.
Oh yeah, it was bad.
All right. As much as I would love to chit chat with you, bro, let's talk Destiny.
What you talking about?
All right. Well, first of all, what was your first weekend of trials coming back? What was that experience like for you?
Instantly went flawless.
Instantly went flawless.
Got roll Shire as a dead on my first drop.
Hell yeah.
Got that dynamic sway, kill clip, accurized range masterwork.
Whew. Loving it.
Same.
Yeah, I actually got to go flawless, surprisingly. It was funny because we went on the mercy card, right?
Yeah.
And literally like the second game we lost. And we're just like, oh, we already wasted that. So it's like now it's a push through the rest of the way. And somehow, man, we got all the way up, and like I felt bad for, like, I was like, man, this feels a little cheesy because we got to our 7th match and it was just all solo, no stacks, and I'm just like, fuck. But at the same same time, you came into the playlist, so you kind of signed up and you know what you're going up against, so it's like,
man, I'm not gonna lie to you, I've solo queued a couple times, went in with some stacks of blueberries and slaughtered.
Oh yeah, we found that as long as we got into the mindset that it's like, yeah, they may be stacked, but doesn't mean that they're all that good. And
well, there's two different definitions of the word stacked, like stacked as in like good players, and they're stacked as in, oh, that's just a team of players, you know?
Yeah, you're right. Now, what about this weekend? What was your thoughts about the change that they made into trials, where they put your ass into a flawless pool?
After you go flawless, I like the idea that after you go flawless, you get a flawless pool. It makes it easier for the players who still need to go flawless to get there, not having to worry about fighting people who are just grinding for the adept weapons. Personally, I didn't even try to go flawless because I'm not going to use the reads, nor will I.
Right.
But I joined in with some friends who were already in the flawless pool, and we just went in and played a bunch of games. I was just farming rank.
Yeah. Well, I thought it was fair because, and initially, if you actually read the TWAB of what they were saying, it wasn't like you're stuck in a player pool that is all flawless. It was more of like that's going to be kind of the priority, but there might be a chance where you would actually go up against people who didn't go flawless yet.
I think that happened once or twice to us because we probably played 50 or so games, and amongst a pool of sweats, we had a couple of matches that were just really easy.
Like you wouldn't think it's like, yeah, there's no way these guys went flawless yet.
I mean, they could have got lucky, but you know, yeah.
Or they
much.
got flawless and then just went solo queued and probably.
No, like they were teams, and I mean, there were a couple of teams that had the reads of debt and everything. You know, they had gone flawless, and then we still slaughtered them and tried to figure out how they went flawless. But you know,
right?
Because you know, none of us that were playing, we were just playing to have a good time and rank up. And one of my buddies was working on his flawless seal, and it just, you know, we're not crazy good players or anything. So just to see, I like seeing people like that in the flawless pool, though. It means that like players who aren't as good are now being able to go flawless, and that's definitely a good thing.
Well, you see, what I was getting kind of confused about was after that first weekend, throughout the rest of the week until before that Thursday, people were just complaining, oh, well, now trials is too easy, or it's no different, there is no competitiveness anymore because it's just full of people that are a bunch of potatoes with thumbs, or with no thumbs, you know. And I'm just like, okay, so it's too easy. And then they made the announcement that, which is, for one, was not set in stone to begin with. They just said that they were going to analyze it. They're going to implement it, analyze it, see where it goes, and then figure out the feedback afterwards. And now it's like, oh, well, now it's too hard. It's like, are you serious? You can't have your cake and eat it too.
Right, and I'll see that next weekend when I play, because I'm sure there'll be a weapon or something that I'll actually want to get. So at that point, it's just down to, I'll see how the player base is and all that. I don't think the trial should be easy. I think it should be, the lighthouse should be accessible to the casual player that, you know, like us, we've got families, we work our jobs, you know, it's not always easy for us to get on that grind constantly.
Right.
So, I think it should be more accessible to the casual player. And if you want a challenge, sit in the flawless pool and you have your challenge, you know? It's not like a raid. Anyone, even a PvP sweat, can go into a raid and get it completed. There's always going to be people that know how to do it, and any raid in the game can be done 4-man or 5-man or even less. So it's always easy to carry somebody through a raid. But there's always going to be a lot more people who know how to do the raids than there are going to be really good PvP players willing to just help somebody out.
Right. Well, and another, I guess the one, really the only argument I've seen, well, there's kind of two I've seen, but the main one that was the repeating one was, it'll make carrying other players harder. And I'm thinking, but isn't it so much easier to get to the lighthouse now versus than what it
people
was?
don't have to get carried. No, what the people are just mad because they're going to be losing money on their paid carries.
Exactly. Fucking wallets are getting lightened, and that's the reason why they're getting pissed off, because oh my god, how, like, this is how I made my bread, was doing recovs and fucking carries. So now what am I going to do? It's going to be too hard for me to do it because everybody I'm going to go up against is going to be flawless if I go flawless. And it's like, well, tough shit. I mean, Jesus fucking Christ.
Recovs are going to be banned now.
You know, I know, which thank goodness that's actually becoming a thing, because honestly, I mean, I don't know why someone would pay somebody for you to give them your account to access your game and, you know, do whatever it is that they want to do with it. It's
Right.
like,
Okay, so I can understand why people would want to pay for Trials. Trials was never full of anything but streamers, like the ultra sweat lords of the game that you can't even hope to go against. You know, there was multiple games in the state of the Trials was before. I would go into game one. One weekend, I lost 4 times in game one against players who went to the Lighthouse after that match. Like,
right.
why am I getting matched against Lighthouse players in my first game, you know? So I can understand why some people would want to pay for it, but at the same time, they've now made it easy enough for people to get there, you know?
Yeah, you don't have to pay for it anymore. I mean, it's so much easier to get to the lighthouse. I mean, granted, it's still some work. I mean, you're still going up against some really good players as long as you play as a team and you're tight. But it's not as bad. It's not like, oh, I mean, I know for like PC players, they had the cheater problems, and that's all they went up against was cheaters and recovs, and nobody wants to get into a playlist like that. So yeah, that makes sense that you would rather, like, I don't want to put myself through that heartache and pain, so I'm just going to pay somebody else. So, but then making this change eliminates all that, so which makes more sense. And if you're wanting that competitiveness, which another thing would be I'm not sure, but it seems like, okay, well, is Destiny really going to ever be an esports competitive type game? Is that what people are wanting? I mean,
no, they
are you going to try to make, you're going to make Destiny into like you might as well make it PUBG, but Destiny. It looks like Destiny, but it's basically PUBG. No supers, no nothing. It's like, well, I don't think this game is ever going to be an esport competitive.
No, I mean,
so
it very easily could be, but they tried that in Destiny 1 and it didn't work out. But I think the problem with that is the random roll guns, honestly, I think is a big problem with being able to be an esport competitive game. Because, you know, somebody could grind, you know, months and never get that perfectly rolled weapon, whereas somebody else might get it on their first drop. And that could create an unfair advantage in a competitive setting like that. And I think that's why it'll never really make it to the esport stage. That's one reason anyways.
right. Well, I mean, I don't think it needs to be an esports at all. I mean,
It doesn't.
I think if you try to make it into an esports type game, you're just going to ruin the game altogether.
I agree.
I mean, that's my opinion, and I'm sure there's a lot of people out there that share that same opinion with me. Now, if you're watching this later and you disagree with me, you want to come in and let me know, we'll set it up just like this, and we'll get you into the chat, and you can let everybody know if you think I'm an idiot and this game needs to be in esports, and it might as well be PUBG that's just skinned looking like Destiny. It's like, you can let me know. I'll listen. But and I guess another thing I was talking about earlier was how a lot of these streamers and content creators who are, especially before a lot of these changes, basically when I would have to say before this season, you know, season of the Lost, I think there was the criticism that are coming out of these mouths. I'm just thinking, why? Like, there's just such a fine line between constructive criticism and you're an asshole. You're just being a dick and trying to make money off doing it. And to me, I'm thinking, okay, well, should I really read into it too much? Because it seems more to me, a lot of these guys are just trying to farm impressions or emotional responses.
Let me tell you my impression of the people that play Destiny. So they're the people who love to hate Destiny and the people who hate to love Destiny. Me being one of the people who hates to love Destiny, I hate this game so much, but I love it. I love it so much I can't stop playing.
Right.
Those are my two impressions of the type of people that play Destiny, and there's really not much of an in between. You've got your casuals, but those are the people who hop on maybe once every couple of seasons just to see what the new season is like, decide they don't want to play it again, and stop. You know.
Right. Well, compared to, how do you feel about the changes that have been made?
1K is back and I am happy.
Like from when you first booted up Destiny 2 to now.
So to put it simply, I liked the way the storyline played out better all the way up to Forsaken. I liked how you could go through and play the story. You know, me and my buddies, we'd wait up, slap the story in a night, grind out one character, and just have fun. Like, getting to the Dreaming City was like the pinnacle of hype in this game to me. Like, we had something to work for. We wanted to be the first there. And on Xbox, we were the first 0.02% to get the achievement for making there. So, like, we were super proud of ourselves. It was crazy hype. And I'm not a big fan of how the storyline is done. Other than that, I think the changes that have been made are awesome. I am still a firm believer that Destiny 2 will never be what Destiny 1 was. But at the same point, I love Destiny 2 for what it is, you know. I just wish that the story was a little bit more streamlined. And honestly, it would be nice for them to add missions back in to where you can go in and replay the missions as the story and go through those missions that way, like it was in Destiny 1. But D2 itself is just, it was a dead game at launch. I mean,
oh yeah,
it really was. They lost so much of their player base, and they're still only just gaining some of it back, you know. There were so many people that
there's
just
quite a few people that are actually coming back to the game. So I mean, most of my clan are people that have come back. Either they literally stopped during Warmind and then decided to hop back in. Like I was mentioning this earlier in the stream with when it comes to people who are coming back, that I really want to see Bungie, or really like to see Bungie come out with a way to make it easier for those. Let's say you've been gone and you want to try to get it back into the story and try to get back into the game, but it seems like you have to shell out like $120 just so you can start, or you have to do everything piece by piece. I mean, but so like you gotta buy Forsaken, you gotta buy Shadowkeep, and then you gotta buy Beyond Light, and eventually you'll catch up.
Well, they do kind of. They release like these Ultimate Editions or whatever that have all of the DLCs up to point, but in the end, the DLCs for this game are just way too expensive. But they can do that. They know that the people who love this game are going to pay those prices, and they're going to get the deluxe edition. You know, especially with the Witch Queen. Who's not paying to get Gallowhorn? I mean,
I did pay for the $100. Exactly. I was like, bro. I mean, but if you think about it, yeah, okay, I paid the $100, but at the same time, that's a whole year of content I don't have to buy like later on down the line. It's all there. Basically, I pay for it and I get to sit back and relax and just play the game at my leisure. I don't have to worry about it or stress about it, which, yeah, there is some downfall to that if I decide, when I pay for it and then let's say there's a season, I'm just like, man, if I had a choice, I want to bought this season pass. But I mean, yeah, I mean, it is a gamble. So
See, this is where I'll piss people off, and it all goes back to D1 again for me. You know, in D1, a full season was what, $30, $45. You didn't have to worry about the season pass. You got everything with the DLC for that small price, and now it's $100 to get everything for the DLC for the year. I
well,
mean,
in all 4 expansion or all 4 seasons and
I think
the anniversary.
I think that Bungie picked up on a little bit of how easy it is to do microtransactions from Activision, and when they split, they said, "Oh, we're gonna, keep doing this. We're gonna make things a little bit more expensive. We know people are gonna pay it." Granted, I know they're trying to fund other AAA games right now. I think they've got one really big one in the works that'll be coming out before long. So I can understand that, but at the same time, I can't. Almost everything in the Eververse is locked behind pay now. You hardly ever see exotics out of your Eververse Ingrams. There are, and like me, I'm dumb. I see a cool ornament, first thing I do is buy it.
I'm bad with emotes, man. I'm just
emotes are my thing.
collect
Shaders
those. I
and
love
ornaments for me.
Well, at the same time, I've also noticed that a lot of the stuff that are in the Eververse, it does rotate through.
It does.
Like if they come out with like new emotes, you can eventually get those emotes without having to spend any silver. So that's not really that.
Like a year.
Yeah, well, no, it doesn't. Well, because I seen the new ornament for the thorn.
Yeah, I actually just bought it with Bright Dust.
But how long ago was that when it came out?
That was just at the beginning of this season.
Exactly, and it's now today. It came into the Eververse where you could buy it with the.
My dumbass still almost bought it at the beginning of the season. Instead of being in your face, you want it. You're like, that's fucking cool. I don't know what's gonna come out of rotation. I'm gonna buy it. And then it comes out in rotation next week, and you're pissed off that you bought it.
Right. Yeah. Well,
but like Whisper of the Worm, as far as I know, this week is the first time that one of those ornaments has ever been in the rotation, and that's been what, 2 years now since that came out, I believe.
Yeah, it's been about 2 years, I would say. But also you got all the other stuff that like in the past, like from all the other seasons or expansions, you could still buy those things. So I mean, and they're like, yeah, I'm a little bit of a nut when it comes to certain things. I mean, if it looks cool, especially if it's one of the bows. I mean, if it looks badass, I'm definitely buying it. Like I bought the Hawk Moon, the newest Hawk Moon's ornament, and I was like, oh, that thing is so sick with the fucking laser pointer.
There's an ornament you can put on it that makes it look, or a shader you can put on it that makes it look almost exactly the same, just doesn't give you the laser pointer.
I know, shut up. I still enjoy it, all right? Leave me alone.
No, I don't blame you, dude. I was gonna buy it myself. Only thing stopping me is not wanting to spend money.
Yeah, money's tight right now,
gas money, gotta get to work, gotta support the family,
That's right, gotta do your business.
Right.
Actually, I was messing with one of my guys in my clan, and I was telling him because he said he just got a job, and I was like, oh, now you gotta make some money so you can funnel it into Destiny some more.
Man, let me tell you, the Destiny is an addiction. At one point, I had a good job. I hardly ever had time to play Destiny. I definitely never had time to spend my money. So I would go through the Eververse and buy everything that I liked. All of it. And one night, I think I spent probably $400 buying stuff out of the Eververse.
You are disgusting. All right. I mean, come on.
But that's what I'm saying, man.
You're the problem. All right. You're the reason why you are one of those. You are one of the whales that just blow your money like that. Who spends I'll spend like $20 on some like maybe during a paycheck. It's like, hey, I got 20 extra bucks. I'm gonna just put it into the game and I'll buy some cool stuff so I can look cool. But you sitting here in one night spending $400. What are you doing?
I was bored, man. I was working like 14-hour days, 6 days a week. I didn't have time to spend my money. I saw cool stuff in the Eververse, and I said, all right, this is where we're spending our money.
Yeah, to be honest, you could have spent at least half of that somewhere else. That would have been better. Shit.
I know. I mean, about 1,000 went into a phone game, so I mean,
you're disgusting. Why do I even know you, dude?
Well, you've had to, you had to deal with me your whole life, so.
Whatever. All right, the audience here doesn't need to know all about that. How we grew up together all our lives. They don't need to know none of the details. All the crazy shit we used to do. Yeah.
Right.
They don't need to know all about that crap.
As far as changes, can we talk about the best change that barely anybody's talking about?
Go for it.
The infinite primary ammo.
I love it. I love it. It's so nice. I mean, it's one less thing I have to worry about. I mean, yeah, before it's like, I mean, I was never really running out of ammo, but it's like, that makes sense. It makes so much sense. Why not? I mean,
I've run out of primary ammo so many times in Crucible, man. It is so annoying.
Oh, I'll with the newest bow. God damn. It's the solar one that's got the tracking arrows.
The Tiki's divination.
Yeah. I would run out of arrows with that damn thing. Easy. Right. Especially with my War Mindcell build. Oh my god. That I would run out of arrows, and now it's like I have infinite ammo on this thing. That's dangerous. And I love it.
Dangerous for
or Trinity Ghoul. Trinity Ghoul was another one, because you just basically just, I don't even half the time I don't even pull it back all the way. I just tap it and it just it just kills everything. Oh, I'm really liking the newest trace rifle right now.
I'm actually currently working on getting that. I got my playing Destiny right now, working on getting it.
Oh, it's so good.
Do you have a catalyst yet?
No, I was able to get on for a little bit so I could try to get the catalyst, but I haven't gotten it to drop. But I only did it like catalyst. I don't even know what the catalyst does yet.
It uses your super to make it stronger, and it freezes really fast. So it drains your super bar as you're shooting it, but it just melts people. To put it into perspective, Frostbolt did a video on it, and he said it's like walking around with a chaos reach.
Oh, that's disgusting.
And everybody's got chaos reach. At one point, man, he was hitting for like 43 to the head on that thing. And that is such a fast melt on something like that.
Boy, I was actually rocking probably the best DPS weapons I could. Was the newest rocket launcher that you can get from the vendors, and the Ascendancy. Yeah, and having the my Charge of Light build, where I had the mod to do more damage with rockets, and while I'm charged with the light. And then I would have a fusion rifle. I was using the null composure for a little bit, then I swapped to the newest meta one that has impact, I think it was high impact reserves.
High impact reserves, yeah.
Yeah, so I put that in, and then I would also run, I did start out with Malfeasance, especially when I was doing a lot of, like, if I was doing like the Taken stuff or playing Gambit, that thing is just, it was so great. But I started using oh, I'm so bad with names right now. I know it's on the top of my head. I know it.
Is it 1K?
No, it's the hand cannon, the 3-round burst hand cannon.
Oh,
no. Crimson. Yes, Crimson. God damn. I don't use it much, so it's not really the name that's top of my head right now. I just started using it. I didn't really use it much before, but now I'm just thinking, why not? But with the lucky pants, oh, God, dude,
Yeah,
I'm just
busted.
melting everything. You know, it was great. And then I got this new trace rifle. I'm just like, well, maybe I can explore a little bit with my stasis build here. And so I'm rocking that and an auto rifle. So I kind of lost
First of
out with
all,
the.
you're a hunter. You should just drop the stasis builds. I am sick of ice picks. Get
No,
rid of that. I'm gonna just toss you out. I'm
no,
gonna throw you away entirely. I'm sick of it.
no, no.
You, sir,
I
are the problem.
love that super because it pisses people like you off. You
sir,
warlock
are
main,
the problem.
you dress wearing.
I mean, I'm a Titan main in Crucible.
Oh yeah, because it's easy mode. You know, you just easy
No.
button and I'm gonna run with
Listen.
my Titan because I could shoulder charge everybody. And then everybody
No.
wants to bitch and whine about Shatter Dive. Are you freaking kidding me? You got warlocks that
Honestly,
can
do you
literally
wanna know
one
why
hit
I use
melee with
Titan?
you, or throw a grenade that melts you in seconds, or you got the freaking Titan and he comes up and he just shoulder charges you like a freaking football player or
Okay,
freaking running
listen.
back. And it's like, what? And
Shoulder
you're
charge is
bitching
easy
about
to
Shatter
deal with.
Dive? Oh, come on.
Shoulder charge is easy to deal with, though, if you know how to do it. If you can backpedal it enough, it can't do shit to you. Now, the
Now
thing
when they come
is,
from
the only
behind you.
reason- right. Well, I still play Warlock and Crucible just as much as Titan, but as far as it goes, I have more fun on Titan and Crucible, and the reason why is sunspots. Sunspots are so much fun, just like Arc Buddies, man. I was toxic when I was going to those flawless pools of Trials players over this last weekend. The Stag, Arc Buddies, and a Healing Rift. That's all you need.
Right.
That is the win button right now for Warlocks.
God. So it sounds like warlocks are the meta right now, huh?
No, not particularly. I wouldn't call them the meta by any means. Hunters will always be the meta.
Well,
You know, there
master
is-
race. Freaking recognize. Come on now.
No, it's because people can't put down Call of Duty this way.
Oh, whatever. Freaking Call of Duty. Whatever.
But it's just Warlocks finally have something that's good in Crucible that can combat a Titan and a Hunter. You know, as much as people like to talk bad, I mean, Titans get more love than all the other classes. That's obvious to anybody with eyes. Hunters and Warlocks are constantly both taking nerfs, but the Stag being buffed and Arc Buddies being buffed the way they were finally gives the Warlock a real actual competitive edge in Crucible besides just Dawnblade. You know, the utility of Top Tree Dawnblade was amazing. The super ass.
Right. Yeah.
You know, you trade
were
out
talking
having a
to
good super for movement.
Well, they're talking about like the changes that they're going to be making up for Witch Queen. And it's like, well, the fucking warlocks are going to have it all because they're going to have little Arc Buddy and they can run with no time to explain, have the little buddy over there, have fucking pen pals, and then you got some darkness that like you could just devour people with your void super, or not your void super, but your void subclass. And it's like, hey, this is gonna come in like army of one and just melt everybody. What the hell? Give that to the warlocks?
So the thing with Devour's always been there and it's always been good, but it takes a certain kind of player to want to and be able to use Devour. Most people can't use it because they're going to stick around and die while they're trying to proc Devour to begin with. You know, it's always been good. It's still better for PvE than it was in PvP. Dawnblade, I've said this before and I'll say it again, is trash. It's always been trash. It's garbage. Arc, I mean, like Stormcaller is bad. Stormcaller is so bad, but Arc are nice. I mean, I get shut down out of Stormcaller like it's nothing. You know, I died to a couple of melees in my Stormcaller because I was busy chasing down somebody else. Somebody run up behind me and meleeed me.
Right.
And then people talk about the Nova Warp buff. I mean, Nova Warp itself is a little bit better. The defense is still awful. It's nothing like what it used to be, and that's what scared people about that. They were afraid that it was going to be as OP as it was when it came out.
Or
But it can
like
be
when it
shut down
was
by a
like
single
broken,
shotgun shot.
when it
Yeah.
was broken, and that's all that people played was the freaking Nova Warp Warlock and PvP.
Exactly.
It was like stupid broken.
You know what
I
always
mean-
bugged me really the most about it
Hmm.
is all of the hunters complaining about the handheld Supernova, talking about, oh, that thing's like a shotgun in your hand. It melees so far. But what hunters fail to see is that they've got a one-shot throwing knife that can kill somebody from longer than any other, or longer than the distance of any other melee in the game. You know, if you're skilled enough, you can throw it across the map, hit somebody in the face, and kill them in one shot. You were completely out of range of their gun even, but they're dead by your melee.
Yeah, but that's like chance. You can't one shot. I mean,
How
that's
many
like a
random throwing
chance
knife
though.
kills
But
did
you got
get in Call
a
of Duty?
warlock that's like across the room and he just melees you and is like you're dead. It's like what
Right.
the hell?
I mean, I'm not sitting here saying that handheld Supernova wasn't busted. It absolutely was. It needed a nerf. It got the nerf that it needed. And what made it a problem was an exotic. I mean, you had to have an exotic to do it. The gauntlets, for
Yeah.
whatever reason, I can't remember what they're called.
Well,
or
it's just like the
controversial.
hunter throwing knife. It's the same thing. You gotta have the
Right.
exotic gauntlets to make it work that way. Where it seems like it has aimbot
Right.
because you could bounce it off the wall and all of a sudden right into somebody.
I mean, you say that, man, but I know some pretty seriously skilled people with that are throwing knives around all over the place and just murdering everybody.
Oh yeah,
But
I
you
might
gotta have
actually
some
try to go
serious
for it
skill to do
myself.
that.
Yeah,
Do it. I mean,
I've-
it's a challenge for sure.
that actually sounds like it would be a lot of fun though. Because
We can do it in
just
a
thinking
private match.
about
I'll go on
throwing
Silver
knifing
Charge and Titan
everybody.
with insurmountable skull for it, and you can challenge me with your throwing knives. We'll see who wins.
Ooh. Can I still rock my bow and hand cannon?
No, throwing knives and
Why?
shoulder charges only.
That's bullshit. Shoulder charges only. Right, shoulder
charges
charge
and throwing
through my throwing knife and still kill me.
No. So, fun story.
Watch.
Titan missiles are killable with a shotgun melee. By the way, I know it's really off topic. I was in Crucible a couple of weeks ago, and a Titan popped his missile, and I shotgun and meleeed him. Did not die.
Uh-huh.
Didn't die. He did. I didn't. I was super confused. I feel like he got cheated, and I definitely should have died with my melee, but I didn't.
God.
And I learned something new that day.
What'd you learn?
That you can shotgun melee a missile out of the air and live.
Hey, I guess that works too. Shit. Why
I
not?
was screaming like a little girl when that happened.
Yeah, you probably thinking, you dirty ass Titan, that's what you fucking get.
Right. Dude, I hate Titans so much.
I do
sit here and
too.
say
I hate Titans. It's just like they're just a bunch of dumb brutes.
I mean, I hate hunters
Except those that
over
are
all
in my
else.
clan. I love y'all. Y'all are cool. So, except the ones that I play with. So, those Titans are cool. But all the other Titans, y'all shit. All right, get in line.
I mean, you know me. I hate hunters above all else. But you know the reason I hate hunters so much?
Why?
The amount of times that in trials, 3 stacks of hunters all rocking ice pick comp, 3 stacks of hunters all rocking ice pick. You know, Crucible, I've been up against a 6 stack of hunters all using ice picks.
Oh, that
not
is
even really a stack. Not even really a stack. They were all random players. They were just all hunters using ice pick.
Well,
Like, that is
yeah. What
ridiculous.
was that? Whenever it was like when it first came out, and all the
That wasn't when
YouTubers
it
and
first came
content
out, that was
creators were
recently.
all like, "Use this super. It is broken in PvP," and then they bitch and whine, "It's everywhere." It's like, I wonder fucking why? Because you guys
Bro,
spent
that
the whole
was-
time, telling everybody about it, and now you're seeing the effects of your creation, and there you go.
Yeah, but that was 3 weeks ago.
Oh, I thought it
It
was
was not
like
at the beginning of
I
the
thought it
show.
was like way
No, it was-
back or some shit.
No, it was 3 weeks ago. But see, the reason why YouTubers do that is because they genuinely, a lot of them try to get shit nerfed. Like
Oh, well,
Lucky was
don't
making a
be
video.
saying that though. You can't be saying that. You can't be thinking like, oh well, the YouTubers and content creators ain't got no pull about what Destiny does or what Bungie does. And it was like, you know, somebody would, you know, one of them would be like, oh, they think it's so funny how they think that there are people out there that think that I have the power as one person to be able to get Bungie to make any changes. And it's like, bro, yeah, you do. When you have a big following like the way you do, and you bitch and complain every day about something, well, it's a adverse effect. You actually get people that follow you saying the same thing, tweeting to Bungie every fucking day saying do this, do that because my favorite YouTuber or content creator said so, and it just on and on and on and on.
No,
that's the reason why I started this podcast. That's why it's to break the echo chambers, to bring diversity into the community and bring people together versus everybody separated into their little groups. It's like, yo, come here and spread your word, but you gotta have that open mind. You gotta listen to people. I think there's too much talking and not enough listening.
Right. I mean, Bungie's definitely getting better about it. Like, so I don't know if you heard about the fiasco at the first day of trials last weekend, but the matchmaking was totally broken, and they had it fixed within a matter of hours. Right from the get-go, you were matching people who were way higher skill level than you and nobody else. It was literally impossible to get anywhere.
Yeah.
But also, for example, Lucky 10p, he was making a video on how Telesto and the thermal melee or whatever mod in the artifact this season was causing infinite orbs of light, you know, because Telesto's the game breaker. It always does.
Fucking Telesto, it never fucking fails.
Right. They fixed it in the middle of his video. It was working for the first half, and the second half it wasn't working anymore. They fixed it that quickly.
Well, you gotta hand it to them.
The mod entirely.
I mean, do you remember the days when it took months for Bungie to make any sort of changes? I do. At all? Like, dude, it seemed
I remember when it took years for them to make changes, bro. There was stuff just this season that got fixed that should have been fixed like a year ago, like Arbalest, just for them to give us the Lorenz driver.
Oh my god, yes.
They're gonna nerf Arbalest. Oh, hey, by the way, guys, we're finally nerfing Arbalest. You've been bitching about this for over a year now. We're finally nerfing it. By the way, here's something that's 10 times better than Arbalest.
Have fun, kids. Go play. I love that gun too. That thing is so good, especially with the catalyst.
It's
really good.
Hacks. It allows you to have hacks.
Well, they did disable it in PvP, so...
Did they?
Like, yeah, they disabled it so it doesn't give you a marker through walls, so you didn't have wall hacks.
Yeah.
Basically, they did, and that was actually pretty quick. I mean, I remember a time when when things were broken and it took a Bungie a while, unless if it was like Telesto, everything else took forever for Bungie to fix. But now
it took them to fix the Titan gauntlets. What are the Worm God Caress?
It wasn't even just that. It was One-Eyed Mask. Fucking One-Eyed Mask was broken forever, and
yeah, but it wasn't actually broken. Like Worm God Caress was, you know, one-shotting raid bosses.
Well, yeah, that's true.
And it did it again. They had to disable it again because it was. You know, you could easily go in, throw a hammer at a raid boss, and the raid boss just died. They did it on Ribbon, they did it on Atheon. You could easily solo kill them in a matter of like 2 seconds.
Oh my god, that is crazy.
It is.
But we like our broken builds, you know? I actually miss it.
We shouldn't be able to one-shot raid bosses.
Well, true. We shouldn't have it that damn easy. But they're like, I do enjoy like builds like where like I could just mow ads down, like just destroy everything, you know, like the Warmind Cell builds with the Sunshot. I mean, and if I can synergize that with the Charge of Light mod, I mean, it's just amazing. And my most favorite was the 1-2 punch. With the liar's
The Worm
handshake.
God Caress. Oh, I thought it was
Yeah, Laura,
It was the same thing with Worm God Chris. That was, man, I mained it nothing but a Titan for a whole season because of that. Oh my, Gambit, if people didn't know what you were doing, Gambit was over. It was done.
Oh my
Primeval
god.
spawns,
It's
buy Primeval,
over.
half a second, it's gone.
Dude, when it was the top tree arc staff with liar's handshake, and you just dodge punch, get the 3 stack and go up to the primeval and boom, hit him with the shotgun and then boom and just delete. It's like I literally, after that build was like where you can accomplish that, I literally stayed up all night long and then went to work the next day. I stayed up all night long playing nothing but Gambit, doing that, just ruining careers all night long. I think I only lost like maybe 1 match.
Yeah,
I mean, it was disgusting. It was so good. I loved it. I miss that.
A whole lot of fun.
Or my favorite was the mod that when you dodged, it gave you an overshield, like kind of like the worm husk. But I think it was for your art class, but you would dodge towards, I would dodge towards somebody and then like melee them really quick, and then with the animation with the shotgun, I would use chaperone. I could just line up a headshot so easily and just fucking delete them. Just the whole match. That's all I was doing. Dodge, melee, boom with a shotgun. And, oh, it was so good. I miss those mods, man. I think it would be so cool if we could like have a place where we can bring back the old artifacts to have those mods, but you can only like use 1 at a time or something.
Right.
Or to have all the mods, because it seemed like most of the mods that were mainly used were in the last tier, in the final column. Maybe we could have those mods come in, make them expensive to use, like 9 slots, but you can have all these pretty nice OP things, you know, like you can kind of go back a little bit to your old builds or make new ones, and just whatever is going on with the game. I think that would be kind of cool.
It's a fun idea, but you gotta think that would break so many things in this game. Even if it didn't mean to, it would just break everything. There would be stuff getting one-shotted, raid bosses dying, but you just look at them, they die. There would be in Crucible. The mayhem in Crucible would be awful.
Oh, like, well, yeah. I don't know. Well, I mean, it's a cool idea, but you're probably right.
You know what needs to be nerfed?
What needs to be nerfed?
The Ogre Gaze and the Phalanx knockback. I mean, I just got booped entirely off of the map by Phalanx. I mean, that's just unrealistic, sir. Totally unrealistic.
It's like, bro, you got hacks. They need to nerf your ass to the ground.
Right, fucking hacking ass Phalanxes, man. One thing I'm really, really enjoying is that fusion rifles are good in PvE. And fusion rifles have really never been good in PvE. I loved the loaded question. Everyone hated it. I loved it. And I'm so glad that fusion rifles are useful in PvE again. You know, especially just like Cartesian coordinate, null composure, 1K. I am so happy that 1K is back. It deserves to be the beast that it was when it came out. Granted, you have to use particle deconstruction to make it that good, but at least it can be good again. And the Infinite Forest is going to be like when it first came out, man. 1K is going to take down everything.
Oh my god, yes, because the heavy just drops endlessly and is... But didn't you have to have that like on your mask or something? Like it dropped more heavy and could literally use your heavy weapon as a primary the entire fucking time and never run out of ammo.
You've also got heavy finishers too.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah, you could just finish some and just gain heavy that way too. Damn.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And I mean, that's another thing I'm happy is coming back soon. Is I love the Infinite Forest Halloween. It's easily my
Ah,
favorite celebration that Destiny does by
I
far.
do like the Infinite Forest. I think I think the last time, hell, I was rocking Thunderlord most of the time just cuz you know, you just mow through ads like crazy.
Well, now that you've got focusing lens, we've got a well, we've got particle deconstruction, everything can just be melted in an instant. I think that teams are going to make it further in the forest than we've ever been able to. You know, teams like Redeem have always held the record for deepest into the forest. I think they still hold the record, actually. I think that it's going to be possible to go, you know, I mean, if it really is infinite, maybe 30, 40 waves in, you know, if not more. I think the
Yeah.
highest right now is like 27 or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah, it might be.
it's gonna be nuts, man. I'm so excited for the Halloween celebration. It's my favorite in Destiny.
Yeah. Definitely. I'm actually really looking forward to it myself. Just and the way that they go all out, especially with the new emotes that hopefully they'll come out with some new emotes. I like those. Oh, I
You
hope
get to
they
meet
come out with
dinosaurs.
this is the one emote I didn't get. I wanted so bad, but the tombstone one where they just boom, you know, throw the
Oh,
tombstone on the
I'm down with
ground.
that.
I want that one so bad. I didn't get it last year, so I'm just like, oh, I hope it comes
Oh
back this
man,
year. That'd be dope.
I get all of them because I will usually buy them because I don't trust that I have enough time to grind them out or grind to get them, anything like that. So like I always just
Right.
buy that stuff, because again I'm, you know, part of the problem there. But I don't know. I'm kind of hoping they do something new with it this year as well. I know we get dinosaur armor, I think is what they're doing this year.
Yeah, I was seeing some of the the examples that they were showing early on. I thought those were pretty fucking dope. They were actually really cool.
Right. And then
So
next season's Eververse armor, the thorn looking armor is gonna be badass. Um, you know, I just got something in my inventory that I really think we need to talk about. I literally
all
just
right,
picked it up off the ground.
what'd you get?
Kill clip on a rocket launcher. Why is it necessary? Why does
I don't
Bungie waste
know.
perk
Like
slots like that?
I don't know. It's so weird. Like some of these rolls, it's like, why? Why would I use that for anything? That makes no sense. Like,
Well, nobody uses
okay.
Huscow anyways because it fires slower than, you know. Well, I'm not coming up with any funny analogies right now, but you know, um, I mean it just fires so slow. But I think that the new perks we've been getting, speaking of, are definitely a good thing. They've come out with some really badass new perks like Harmony. I've learned Peace Bond. I have one with Harmony, and it's one of my favorite weapons to use. Killing Wind and Harmony. I'll go in with my shotgun or my Cartesian coordinate, get an uprange close kill, go in with Harmony on my Peace Bond, activate Killing Wind after I kill somebody, and I'll slaughter an entire team with it. Um,
Jeez.
I think the new perks are just awesome. Harmony is literally Master at Arms brought back to life. You know, the recluse perk that made it so
Uh-huh.
busted.
Yeah, that's true. And like, yeah, that was really nice with the recluse. Like, you could get a kill with your other weapon, and it would still proc it for the recluse, and
And
you
that's
could just
Harmony.
murder everything.
That's Harmony,
Yeah,
except
I need to
Harmony
start looking into a
requires.
build. I need to come up with a really good build for that. Maybe like a fusion rifle,
I
hand
mean,
cannon build.
I don't know how many special weapons can drop with Harmony, but imagine having a primary and a special that drops with Harmony. In Crucible, no matter what, you've got a damage buff after a kill. That would be insane.
Right. Yeah. I like a headstone pretty good when it comes to
I
like my stasis build. It's actually not bad
I
because
bet
they
you also
all
like using Vulpecula, don't you?
do what?
I said I bet you also like using Vulpecula, don't you?
Yeah. Why wouldn't I?
I am so anti 180 hand cannons. It's not even funny.
What? Oh man, dude, 180 hand cannons are feeling crispy this year. Oh my
See,
god,
I don't
they are
get
so
that.
good.
Everyone's saying they're so good, they feel nice. They still have one of the slowest TTKs in the game.
Well, if you got
yet-
one like well, it depends on, like, I really don't use 180s for like PvE content. I usually
I know
use
that.
those for PvP, but
Yeah,
that's
but you shoot somebody
working
with a
with,
bow first.
yes, I pop somebody with a bow and then I swap to my hand cannon that also has explosive payload, and then it ups the damage a little bit. I can damn near 1 or 2 tap you with my hand cannon after I hit you with a bow.
You disgust me.
You're just jealous. I get it. I understand.
You were the type of Crucible player that nobody plays like that anymore. But that's a good thing though.
Oh,
It's
whatever.
diversity.
Everybody was bitching about everybody using the bows and trials over the last
Listen.
weekend, like, oh,
Listen.
bow players this year, and I'm
You
just
play
like,
on
I've been
PS4.
playing bow and hand cannon before it was cool. All right, shut up.
Listen, Xbox players prefer to play with skill rather than cheese, sir.
Skill cheese. Screw you.
But let me tell you something though. Like, I spent an entire day with one of my buddies in PC lobbies because he was on PC. And I was quite unimpressed, really. I expected to go in and just get massacred by these PC players that everyone expects are just so amazing.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why they don't allow people to cross-play in Crucible with PC players just normally, because they think that PC just has this huge advantage. But let me tell you, by the end of the day, I was getting bagged by everybody I played against. I was getting messages because they were being beaten by a console player. And again, I'm only average. I'm nothing amazing in Crucible. So I think it could be a good idea to add PC into the crossplay in Crucible. You know, it's definitely not only because I'd like to get my shit kicked in by Ceridius or Frostbolt once or twice, because that'd be awesome. But you know.
Well, I've experienced that. Like, let's say Modern Warfare. You know, I turned it on where it was completely crossplay, where I go up against PC players, and I was like, you know what? I just want to see what these guys are really like. And I know it's not a fair comparison because you're talking about 2 completely different games, but my mindset was still felt the same, that PC players were going to be more dominant in that kind of player pool than consoles, because they're able to do more things on PC. So I went in and turned it on, and come to find out, they're just as good or bad as other console players. I mean, maybe I just had lucky matches, but I mean, now there were a few that just demolished me, obviously, but at the same time, it's like, it's not really all that bad.
Wait, well, you got to look at it this way, you know. One of the top Trials players in the world, Grenader Jake, he plays on PC, but he plays controller. Destiny Fun Police, DFP, or Sheik, whatever you want to call him, he also plays controller, and he is just insane.
Right, yeah.
I don't know. I think that crossplay should have been implemented all the way across. I understand that they were scared. I hope they will, now that they know that the anti-cheat on PC is fully working and actually doing its job. I'm still hoping that they'll add PC players into the Crucible playlist. But at the same time, like, Trials could be more difficult. PC definitely has more sweats, like hardcore sweats, because just so many people on PC are just so highly skilled, you know. They're just actually, I say that, but I think the top player in the world is a console player.
Right.
But I think he also cheesed his KD, I'm pretty sure, because it was like a 400 some odd KD last I checked. That was a couple of years ago. But I think he had just gone in, played a bunch of games, got a really high KD, and then never played again. And I think it was most likely an alt account.
Right, yeah.
Sorry, I know I'm probably dragging you like way
No,
off topic from what you were wanting to talk about.
No, you're good. No, you're good. Well, this is a, you know, just podcast and chill, man. And really, that's basically what this is. I may come in with like a main topic to kind of get us started, but wherever we run off to, that's where we go, man. That's just,
Dude,
let's see where it takes us, man. You know?
anybody who listens to this is gonna be like, this guy's on fucking crack, because my brain is just everywhere. I could be talking about one thing 1 second, talk about something totally different, and then go back to the previous subject 20 minutes later.
Yeah. Actually, that's how me and you have always been, like growing up. We just constantly be just yapping about bullshit.
Right. But it works.
So, well, hopefully you could be a regular, you know, it'd be nice, you know, whenever you have a moment.
Right. This time I'm asleep for work.
Right. Well, I was a little bit late, you know, trying to get the kids to bed and all that. The baby girl's trying to get her settled down. And but I usually do this. I try to get on. I want to get on 9:30, but it's mainly 9:30, between 9:30 and 10 here as of late. But it's on Tuesdays and Fridays. But the more this gains traction, you know, more people find out that people will be talking in chat. The longer this can go, I would do it more. But for right now, I'm just sticking with Tuesdays and Fridays.
I can be a guest on Tuesdays for sure, because I'm off on Wednesdays. So Tuesdays, I'm up as late as I need to be. So,
hey, that's fine. I mean, that's for right now. That's what's going to be my goal right now. Is I got 6 months. I want this to have some sort of traction before Witch Queen.
Right.
I mean, I'm not saying like we're going to have like 100,000 subscribers. I'm thinking more of, you know, some, you know, got at least a decent audience. Hell, if even it's like 20 or 30 people, that I would be happy with that, you know.
You got to put it up on YouTube. And I actually know a buddy of mine is on YouTube. He does these videos called Destiny Shenanigans. I've also been a part of. He's not got a lot, but he's got about 1,000 subscribers. I could probably see if he could help pass it around too.
Well, this is actually live on YouTube right now.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. This whole time I've been live on YouTube. So yeah.
Hold on, let me get my sexy voice going. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Let me deep voice it.
Chills up and down my spine. That's just disgusting.
I am your brother, sir.
Yeah, that's why I said that's disgusting. Oh shit. I think I am going to go ahead and end it. I think this is a good stopping point. Been going about an hour and almost 38 minutes. So, but yeah, this is kind of the idea, guys. You get into the Discord if you want to be a part of the show. This is how we're going to do it. I finally figured it out. I had some technical difficulties, but you get in here. We'll just ramble on if you got to. At first, we're going to be able to do that. You know, later on down the line, we'll have to try to time, but we're not worried about that right now. We're just going to worry about here and now. So, if you like this, like, comment, subscribe, do all the things, hit the little notification bell, whatever, if you want to get notified whenever I go live. Right now, it's on Tuesdays and Fridays. I know I said 9 to 9:30. Mainly it's 9:30 to 10. So, and I can't really do any earlier than that. Now, when I got a family and I work full-time job, this is it. It is what it is. So, until next time, peace.